Leaving Kalaw Convent. Chapter 64. The Train. The railway station was an important focal point connecting us with distant worlds. The train took people away and brought them back, and though people would also travel by bus or plane via Heiho, that didn't seem like a real coming or going. Whereas if they came on the train, we witnessed their actual arrival as the train pulled in, and the pain of seeing them leave was much sharper as the train pulled away and disappeared around the bend. The sting of the air in the early morning carried with it the sharp scent of pine, made mellow by the aroma of mohinga sold by the vendor who set up her stall near the waiting room. She served it in hot steaming bowls to be eaten by scooping up the rice noodles and fish soup with a china spoon. The train stopped here in Kalaw, and though the tracks wound on round the base of the hill going east, they had fallen into disrepair after the war and did not extend any further. The track ran through the hills, gradually descending by working its way through sharp bends down to the plain below and then continuing all the way to Rangoon. Part of the track lay suspended high over the Kalaw stream, not far from the convent, and crossing those tracks which had no walkway beside it or guardrails meant stepping from one sleeper to the next while trying hard not to look down at the water rushing over the rocks below. My last attempt to cross was when Robert Tranter and myself were heading off from the convent after school for private Burmese language tuition with Reverend Uba, an 80-year-old Karen gentleman. I started stepping from sleeper to sleeper, and the rubbled slopes of the gorge were beneath me. Then I stepped onto the next sleeper and saw the sudden sharp drop far down below me to the rushing waters of the stream. I froze, petrified in the middle of the crossing. Much to my embarrassment, Robert, who had gone on ahead and was already on the other side of the bridge, retraced his steps and, holding my hand, walked me the rest of the way across. From there we had to take a shortcut, and I remember Robert holding back the branches of the tangled undergrowth, allowing me to pass through without getting a scratch. I always felt that these Kalaw boys were like my brothers, and all the folk who lived there were part of my extended family. Like the song Mother Catherine taught us, I love those dear folk and friendly people who live in my hometown. The gap between the sleepers seemed quite wide, and their height above the stream was frightening to me, but it didn't seem to deter my brother Arthur and Charlie Shawali Khan, who sat on that same section of railway track above the stream and defecated, competing to see whose bolus moved faster down the stream.